We are in Genesis chapter 46, and this whole story is just one of my favorite in the Bible. I just really like the story about Joseph. And in chapter 46, it's time for Jacob to go to Egypt. If you remember what he was told last week by Joseph, he was told, don't bring anything with you. He said, I'm going to provide everything for you. You don't need anything. Well, Israel set out, that's Jacob, with all that was his, and when he reached Beersheba, he offered sacrifices to the God of his father Isaac. Now, right there, the very first verse, he set out with all he had, took everything with him. After his son saying, don't bring anything, there's no need for you to.
I can relate. When somebody says don't bring anything, I can't go without bringing it.
Yeah, and that's it way. And my mama's going on a trip. She packs 2 weeks ahead of time and lives out of her suitcase at home for 2 weeks before she goes.
Make sure she's got it.
And the night before she goes on the trip, she gets her car and turns it around and heads it right to the very edge when she's living with us, to the very edge of our driveway, so that she'd have a head start.
Which meant she had to walk further from
Yeah.
the door to the
Yeah, if she just thought about it, she could parked her car back and gotten in the car sooner, and she could driven to the end of the driveway. But anyway, some people are like that, and Jacob was. You know, he had to take everything that was his. And sometimes we want to hold on to our belongings. Even though we're going to get all new and better belongings, we want to hold on to what we got. And I guess that's the way it was. Well, God spoke to Israel in a vision at night and said, Jacob, Jacob. Here I am, he replied. I am God, the God of your father, he said. Do not be afraid to go down to Egypt, for I will make you into a great nation there. I will go down to Egypt with you, and I will surely bring you back again, and Joseph's own hand will close your eyes. Now, God did this because he knew Jacob was full of anxiety about going to Egypt. I mean, you don't go to a foreign country so easily and take all your belongings with you. I'm not sure he even had his passport yet. But, when the highest official in Egypt, other than Pharaoh, tells you to come, and it's your son, then you do it. We still had high anxiety about it. And, any of us would.